were out on Lightning Ridge in the center of a storm. It was deep into October and I was fighting to stay warm. Stray cattle in the canyon and out on the mountain's edge. Old Charlie reined up heavy and he turned to me and said, "Son, this is where you separate the cowboys from the men. Hard times have come before and they're gonna come again. So you can turn that horse and ride back home and wait."
Good morning, friends and families of Grace Christian School. I am so glad you are here today. Welcome to the weekly roundup. This is the place that you go to get all the information about what's happening here at Grace Christian School, what's happened at Grace Christian School, and what will be happening at Grace Christian School. This is the weekly roundup, and I am your host, Sheriff P. Amanda, good morning. This is an interactive show. If you hit in the chats, I'll acknowledge you if I'm there. And Kimberly, good morning. Good to see you. We got quite a few people already tuned in. We're over 25 people so quickly. This is one busy show. Grab yourself a cup of coffee, a bevy, or whatever, because we have a great deal of stuff to go over. Kimberly and Amanda, welcome to the show. So glad you're here. Justin, top of the morning to you. It's great to see you. I'm glad that you are here. We have a lot to go over, and it's pretty amazing. You saw it the first slide. That was Chandler and Donovan. They were fishing, and one of them caught just like a throw-me-back fish, that little baby fish like that, and the other one looked pretty healthy. That's dinner-sized fish. But we have a lot to go over today, and I want to make sure that I get all the information out to you in a timely way. I'm just so glad that all of you are here. So first off, Elizabeth Kursick is running our Mom's Prayer Group. And, you know, I talk about prayer all the time and how important it is for us, that we're always praying for you. And it's great that Elizabeth is running this prayer group so parents can be praying for us. I'll have more information next week on the show about the prayer group and how they meet and pray for us. Right now, they've been meeting in a park, and it's getting kind of cold, and I got to get with her to find out how we can possibly get that on campus so there's some coffee that you can enjoy. And Elizabeth doesn't even know I'm putting this out here, and we're kicking off the show with it. I just think it's the right thing to do. But hey, another thing I want to talk to you about is ice cream is going to be coming every other Friday. So that's something that I don't have any flyers or anything on, but be on the lookout for that. And Thanksgiving, please make a special note of this. Thanksgiving week, when we are closed, there is no daycare that week. There's no daycare the week of Thanksgiving. The school is closed, the elementary side school. Rhonda, good morning. So glad that you are here with us today. Glad that you are joining us. But I just want to make sure that you're all aware of that. And then a big thank you, a great big thank you from the daycare staff out to all of our parents. They have noticed drastically that you are using the Sharpies and putting your kids' names inside Spiritware and inside lunch boxes, and they are actively putting that stuff back into the classrooms when they find it on the playground. What would be better is if the kids remember, but it's a great safeguard. We are getting a lot of stuff back to the classrooms quickly. So parents, thank you for putting all of your information. Like I said, this is the show where you can get all the information, and the way you can be notified right away is by subscribing to the weekly roundup. Hit that subscription button, and you will then know when we have new shows coming up. If you ring the bell, it will immediately reach out to you. And here, how's the sound coming across? I noticed that I didn't use my correct microphone today, so I'm hoping that you guys are getting good sound. If you can give me a thumbs up or a comment, if it sounds too tinny or anything like that, I could possibly make a change. But anyway, please subscribe to the show. Give us a thumbs up. It really does help. Sounds great. Thank you, Justin. I appreciate that. It was just a little oversight. Rhonda, perfect. Thank you. I appreciate that also. And Kimberly and Amanda, great. Thank you to everyone for letting me know that. But and Christina, good. Welcome to the show, and thank you for letting us know that. But Make sure you give us a thumbs up on the channel. It does help us stay relevant, and it makes it easier for parents to find as they're typing in Grace Christian or Grace Christian School, or they're typing in Weekly Roundup. It makes it easier to be able to find in the search bar if you're looking in the future. You know what? A great big thank you goes out to Neighborhood Church in Cypress over at 6413 Ball Road. Like I've mentioned before, there are a lot of churches in our community who really come alongside and support Christian education. And Neighborhood Church is one of those. They have been supportive of Grace Christian School for as long as I can remember. 2 weeks ago, they came over on campus and did a major cleaning project for us over by our emergency disaster center. And they cleaned out a lot of weeds. They got rid of a lot of old junk for us. And I can't thank them enough for the servant's heart that Neighborhood Church showed us by coming over. And like I said, we do have some unchurched families here, and we try to use this as an evangelistic outreach. If you do not have a church home, look up Neighborhood Church. Go over and see Pastor Mike and see all their great members and learn a little bit more about their church. They're right up the street, and you might be able to find a good home church. But on behalf of all the families here at Grace Christian School, all the students, all the staff, Neighborhood Church, here's a big thumbs up to you. Thank you so much for stepping up and helping us out here on campus. We greatly appreciate it. I've also included a link to their website in the notes down below, so if you would like more information on Neighborhood Church. Our preschool is active, and they're doing everything. October, which was Community Helper Month, came to a giant conclusion on October 31st. We had kids come as doctors, policemen, firemen, baristas, you name it, as community helpers. And they had so many visitors that were parents or friends of families that came in and shared about what they do to help our community. So our preschool is thriving. It does a great job. We do have a waiting list in a couple of areas, but give us a call. We can get you in pretty quick. This month is November, and it's show and tell. Kids get the opportunity to bring things in and share with their friends. There is a couple special notes. We're trying to keep away from live animals. And if you have something that you really want to show moms or dads, that if it's a live animal, please get with the classroom teacher and talk to them, as they could possibly figure out a way to make that happen if it's something that the kids really need to see. But our preschool is active. Miss Hill and her team are doing a wonderful job, and I hope they have a great time, and I'm looking forward to PJs and pajamas. Sandy, good to see you in Texas. Welcome to the show. Thank you for joining us. We are at 40 viewers right now, so we are all the way up there. But like I was mentioning, PJs and pajamas and pancakes at preschool is coming up on the 22nd of November, and that's always a fun day. Brenda, she is our PST president, and she is always doing things to make our school better for our families and our students. She gets a lot of support from many of you who help her. And if you want to help at PST president at gcsrr.org, you can email her and let her know that you would be happy to help in a number of ways. But coming up, we have on November 10th, that's Thursday, movie night, Sing 2. She might need a couple of volunteers to help take down the screen at the end of the night. That's going to be a great movie. You're all going to love it. Like I've mentioned before, unfortunately, this is the first movie night I'm going to miss. I'm having eye surgery done that day, and I won't be able to come out. Can't drive for a day or two, but anyway, I know it's going to be a great time. So if you're able to volunteer and help, Brenda would love to get you to give her a call, because we got to get the screens and the sound systems in and everything like that. Next thing I want to talk to you about is finance in the classroom. We have talked to you about creating a finance class, and we created a 10-question, less than 1 minute survey. And so far, 27 of you have submitted the survey. We have had some interesting comments on that survey, and the survey is open through this week, through Friday. And at that point, we're going to total them all up and determine if it is a finance class that you are asking for and what exactly we should be focusing on. I'll be beginning with Nacho, one of our parents, who's a financial expert, and we'll look at everything and see if a class is warranted, and if so, what that class is going to focus on. But The way it's looking right now, I think we're heading that way, but I do need all of your surveys because I know if we get 30 surveys back and let's say 15 people say they want a class, that means 7 people show up. So there's the law of diminishing returns that sometimes takes place there. Red Ribbon Week, we talked about Red Ribbon Week. We talked about the great time the kids were having from the National Guard, and many of you commented how your students just loved all the games and team building events that we had. Well, following up on Thursday, the day after the weekly roundup, we had more visitors come, more law enforcement, and I'm going to show you, kids get so excited when you have a flyover, and the CHP brought their help. Kids just really thoroughly enjoyed it. Here they are. We had Cypress Police Department, Southgate Police Department, LAPD, Highway Patrol. We had a wonderful showing of our law enforcement families out. Our students had the opportunity to see how many different canines work. They understand about Canine Yorku, who is an active shooter response dog. They got to see a bomb sniffing dog. They got to see a drug dog and an apprehension dog. So it was a great day of seeing how our community helpers can also use canines in the daily part of their job. It was an excellent event. I can't thank our CHP parents for how they showed support this year. They are so faithful when they come out. Also to our parents from Southgate PD, LAPD, and our friends at Cypress PD were out there and just really presenting a great Red Ribbon Week finale for all of our students here. It was a wonderful time, parents. I'm sure your kids have told you all about it, and it's just exciting to get to see the dogs. And I know one of the dogs they were able to bring through the group and let all the classes see it. So CHP, on behalf of Grace Christian School, another big thumbs up to you. Thank you so much for coming out to GCS. Well, we have Thanksgiving coming up. We've talked about the food drive, and we're starting to get donations of food and money so that we can buy turkeys. I told you our goal is to purchase 100 turkeys with Costco through Costco's meat department, along with putting together 100 box lunches or dinners for our families. Here is a video of our National Junior Honor Society putting some of those boxes together and getting everything ready so that we can pick up. It's great to see the joy. It's quite overwhelming and it's pretty emotional to see that our kids are really that generosity of parents such as yourself. Hey, I know at Grace Christian School, we love to have a good time. Just recently, we were at Mama's for dinner, and it was great. A lot of you came out. Islands is coming up on November 16th. I got this flyer from PST. Here it is. Mark your calendars, moms and dads. Don't fix dinner. Let Islands do it. It's over on Seal Beach Boulevard. This flyer will be coming out to you, and they donate back 20% to the school. So it's great to go out and fellowship with other families and leave the cooking to someone else. So mark your calendars, November 16th in the evening from 4 o'clock to close. Islands is going to be there for us, and you will have a wonderful time. On a serious note, the vaccine mandate. I told you I'm researching it and doing a lot of things. There are some real technical things that we're working on the back end. It's along with vaccines and other things that we want to ensure that we protect our Christian education, and most importantly, I protect your rights as parents to raise your kids. The most important thing I can tell you as I'm doing all of these technical things behind the scenes is you need to get out and vote. Voting is a very, very important thing that will help you get your rights back. As parents, we saw in Virginia, they selected a governor who came in and supported parents' rights, and he is making a big difference. The governor is the start of everything, but like I said last week, every election is a local election. And one of our parents sent me a great, I think it was a podcast. I'm trying to think if it was a video or a podcast. It was a podcast from Dr. James Dobson. and it really talked about local elections, and that if parents really came together and made the correct selections on city councils and everything like that, to assembly, to the state senate, you can start to facilitate local change. And that's what we're going to need to do, parents. As I work behind the scenes, you need to vote. If you have a question about where the local candidates stand and whether they support Christian education, whether they support parents' rights, feel free to give the school a call, and I'll talk to you one-on-one and let you know. Even if it's the local school board or the local city council, we have a pretty good feel of how they are and how supportive they are of what we do here at Grace Christian School. But that's the first thing that you can do, and I will be continuing to work behind the scenes. There's some technical things I'm working on to really solidify and help protect your rights. I'm not sure which way this election is going to go, but I do see from the things that the CDC has put out, the federal government, we're going to need to create some firewalls to continue to protect your rights as a parent in a Christian school and as a parent in general. But we're here fighting for you to keep your rights in order as a parent. Christmas. It's coming soon. Cottonwood. Like I said, Cottonwood Church does a wonderful job of opening their facility to us. They are so supportive of Grace Christian School. That's another church if you're looking for a home church. Cottonwood does a wonderful job. On December 8th, they are hosting a Christmas program. If you for a great photo shoot, that's where it is. The Christmas program starts at 7 o'clock, and you will get more information on all time. The students will be dropped off. There's plenty of time you go grab a bite. It's changed. Mark your calendars, that's December 8th, and that is for our kindergarten, 5th grade. Kindergarten through 5th grade. Sound is cutting in and out. Oh my goodness. Let me try something else here. Thank you for letting me know that. I am going to put that Veterans Day thing up here, and I am going to, give me just a second, and let's see if this works. If the sound is cutting in and out, I'm going to turn that on. I'm going to turn this on. Bear as we do a technical difficulty thing here. And let's see, did that change? Does the sound any better? If you guys can give me some thumbs ups as I put this microphone on. It's good now. It was the music. Oh, it was the music. Okay. Well, let me see here. I got my microphone here. Hopefully this sounds good and everything transitioned over. You know what? You're probably getting dual feedback now. All right. Veterans Day. Thank you, parents, for bearing with me. Veterans Day is coming up on Friday, November 11th. And we take great pride in our first responders and our veterans who go out and defend the freedoms that we enjoy here at Grace Christian School. It's a day that we honor them, and we are off. That's one of the big things about our school. We take the actual Veterans Day off, and that will be Friday, November 11th. There will be no school that day, and we ask you to talk to your kids about the freedoms that we enjoy, the right to vote, the right to worship, the right to pick where we send our kids to school. All those things are because brave men and women sacrificed their lives, their time, and time away from home in order to ensure those freedoms for each one of us. So on behalf of Grace Christian School, to all the veterans out there, we have many parents and loved ones. We can't thank you enough. We're forever indebted for your service, and we hope to honor you on Friday, November 11th, as we take the day off. Not only is a day away from school, but a day that we can remember the sacrifices that many of you made in providing these freedoms to us. Next is fall back. We are going to give each one of you an hour of extra sleep this Saturday into Sunday. It's technically at 2 a.m. You get to set your clocks back Saturday night when you go to bed, and you will gain 1 extra hour to sleep, to watch TV, to read a book, to do homework, to have fun. That extra hour is for you to do whatever you would really like to, but everybody looks forward to falling back, and everybody's not so hip on the springing forward. So it's fall back this year, and that's this Saturday, so please make sure you change your clocks. Next, Scrip. We see Scrip, and I have some Scrip cards right here. We have Amazon, and we have Cinemark for the movies. We have multiple restaurants, and Scrip is a way. You're probably real familiar with these cards. You'll see them at grocery stores everywhere where you purchase them, and the grocery store makes money because you're purchasing that card. Here, you benefit and the school benefits if you purchase Scrip at school because you get a tuition rebate at the end of the year as a portion of the discount. So let's take a look at this $100 Amazon card. This $100 Amazon card, we would probably pay, I'm not sure what the percentage is on it, so don't hold me to it. We'd probably pay $95 for this card. And so that would mean if you purchase the card, the school gets $100, and then we split that with you, so a portion goes to you and your tuition at the end of the year is a tuition rebate, and the other half goes to the school. So purchasing Scrip helps the school, and it helps you, and it keeps dollars local. We have tons of Scrip. There's green Scrip forms that you are able to print up from our website, which is gcsrr.org. You can find that, or you can come in the office and there's Scrip forms there. Barbara, Miss Wolfner would be more than happy to help you or answer any of your questions and fill your Scrip orders. So that is there. Make sure you purchase your Scrip. It's great to have on restaurant night. We sell Island Scrip. We sell tons of Scrip. There's some Scrip cards that cover multiple restaurants. So stop in, purchase Scrip. Well, howdy, partner. I hope you're good and ready for this roundup. I'm Sheriff P, and we have Western Day coming on November 9th. Let me get my hair out of the way there. November 9th, and that's a day we get to dress up on Western. And John Wayne's sporting his felt hat like I've got my felt cowboy cap on. It's technically fall, so our straw hats should be put away, and we should be wearing felt until the spring, kind of like the white shoe thing. But anyway, the 9th is Western Day. Dress up in your favorite Western wear and come to school as we have a Western hoedown that entire day, and it's going to be a lot of fun. So howdy, partner. Don't forget Western Day. Special delivery. Tomorrow is special delivery. If you ordered Charleston Wrap through the catalog, not online, through the catalog and sent your order to school, it will be delivered to school and you will be able to pick it up here. More information will go out from staff as to when it arrives and the time that you can pick it up, but it is coming tomorrow, so be ready for your Charleston Wrap order. If you ordered online, it's going to be shipped to you, and it will not be sent here to the school. It will be shipped to your residence, and many of you probably have already received notifications from Charleston Wrap as to when those packages are going out. Next, on the road, we talk about being on the road all the time. Last week, our sixth graders went to Rawhide Ranch, which is animal husbandry, and it is a great time. Let's see here. It is not coming tomorrow. It is arriving on November 9th. I stand corrected, everyone. November 9th is when it's coming. So that's when the special delivery will be for Charleston Wrap. Sheila, hello, good morning. Welcome to the show. Charleston Wrap is arriving November 9th. There, we have it again. Charleston Wrap. So let me go back to that page. Special delivery is arriving November 9th. And there were, so that's there. Anyway, we are on Rawhide Ranch, and like I told you, it's animal husbandry. It's a great program, and they also teach them how to ride horses, doing some trick riding, how to care for them. And two of the big things about animal husbandry is, one, you have to feed your animals twice a day, and number two, everything that goes into an animal comes out the other end of an animal. So on the right there, we get to see the kids mucking stalls, and you know, it's really not that bad to muck stalls, especially for cows. For cattle, that's a whole nother story. But the sixth graders came back, everyone loving it, everyone wanting a horse or a pony or a baby cow to take home. But that was our sixth graders, and they had a wonderful time at Rawhide Ranch. Next up, I've been talking to you about accreditation and all of the good stuff there. Tomorrow, there is early release at 11:30 because we have an in-service as we continue to prepare for WASC. WASC is a really big deal. It's accreditation. It validates us. It's who we say we are. And it is not a simple thing that we just throw together. I try to let you guys know about this every week or so as we talk about teacher in-services. These are the things that they do. as they continue to write documents that we have to have when our team comes out and visits us. It's a 3 to 5 person team that comes and visits us for a week, and they go through everything to make sure that we are offering a valid product that is really going to make a difference in the life of our kids. But every week I tell you what the ESSLers are. We want our students to be academically prepared, spiritually equipped, and responsible citizens. That's what we hope to accomplish as by the time a child leaves here at the end of their academic career at Grace Christian School. I want to also bring up, we still have spirit wear available in the office. If you're looking for spirit wear, that you're able to come get spirit wear. It's great for gifts, and it's for cold weather and everything like that, but just remember to write your name in a Sharpie. This is Burrell, and Burrell was our start show last week, and she was at Irvine Pumpkin Patch. And if you would like your pictures on the weekly roundup, please send them to roundup@gcsrr.org and give them to us. I have probably 6 kids right now whose pictures are in queue, so don't think I don't have them. As what happens is I take the next one that I receive, it's the starting picture, then the starting picture goes to this picture, and we just continue to move through as we move on. But you know, as we're coming to a conclusion here, I just ask you to subscribe to our channel. It keeps you informed. You know, every week I tell you, we're praying for you, parents. We're praying for your students. We want them to be successful, and we want Christ's love to be felt in your homes. And as I told you in the beginning, also, Elizabeth Krusik has got our moms and parents prayer team going, and we're going to give you more information on that next week, how you can actively be involved. But I just ask you to continue to pray for our school as we continue to find new ways to really make education fun and make kids really enjoy the relationship they have with Christ. But this brings us to the end of another weekly roundup. We had a lot of great comments today, and let's see how many people. Oh, we're at 64 people viewing, so don't forget to give us a thumbs up. And I can't thank you for tuning in, but may God continue to bless the trails you ride. And until we see you next week, God bless each and every one of you. Happy trails.